to welcome BikeNext 2026 Tata 1110-125. You're looking for a motorcycle that blends affordability, practicality, modern engineering, and daily reliability. The 2026 Tata 1110-125 might be one of the most surprising entries of the year. Tata, a brand known primarily for its dominance in the automobile world, has been slowly expanding into the two-wheeler market, and with the 1110-125, the company is taking a bold step forward into the commuter segment, aiming to compete with giants like Honda, Yamaha, and Hero. Today on BikeNext, we're diving deep into everything this new machine brings to the table, from performance to design, to real-world usability, and of course, its price and unique selling points. The very first thing that stands out about the 2026 Tata 1110-125 is the refinement of its engine. Tata has equipped the bike with a 124.8cc single-cylinder, air-cooled, FA-based engine that produces around 11.2 horsepower and 10.7 Nm of torque. These figures may sound modest at first glance, but remember, this motorcycle is built for efficiency and everyday practicality. What really impresses is the smoothness of the power delivery. The engine isn't aggressive, but it's incredibly well balanced, offering predictable throttle response, low vibration levels, and consistent performance even under city congestion and longer stretches of open road riding. The FA system has been tuned for better fuel mapping and stable idling, making cold starts cleaner and fuel consumption highly optimized. Speaking of fuel efficiency, Tata claims an impressive mileage of up to 58 to 62 km per litre depending on riding conditions. For a 125cc commuter, this figure puts the 1110-125 right up there with the most fuel-efficient models in the class. And combined with its 12-litre fuel tank, it provides a strong range for those who commute daily or travel long distances on a budget. The gearbox is a 5-speed transmission with well-spaced ratios that keep the bike in its power sweet spot without making it feel strained. Gear shifts feel light, making city riding less tiring. The clutch lever feels soft and beginner-friendly, allowing new riders to operate it comfortably while still giving more experienced riders decent control during quick maneuvers. Moving to the design, the 2026 Tata 1110-125 features a clean, modern commuter aesthetic infused with sporty elements that make it visually appealing without stepping into the aggressive styling territory. The front fascia sports a sleek LED headlamp with a DRL strip that enhances its presence on the road. The tank has sculpted side panels with aerodynamic contours that give the bike some muscle without adding unnecessary bulk. The seat is long, dual texture, and ergonomically shaped for both rider and pillion comfort, an important feature, especially for family riders and delivery professionals. The instrument cluster is fully digital, offering speed, RPM bar, gear indicator, fuel gauge, trip meters, real-time mileage monitoring, and even a Bluetooth-enabled notification system. With smartphone connectivity, riders can access call alerts, battery warnings, service reminders, and ride tracking data. For a 125cc segment bike, these features make the 1110-125 stand out as a technologically advanced option. In terms of ride quality, Tata has focused heavily on a balanced suspension system. The bike comes with telescopic front forks with optimized damping and dual rear shocks with preload adjustability. Whether you're gliding over speed breakers or dealing with rough patches on less maintained roads, the ride remains stable and comfortable. The chassis geometry feels predictable and neutral, which is ideal for new riders but still responsive enough for experienced commuters who want agility in tight spaces. Braking performance is handled by a front disc and a rear drum setup supported by Tata's Combi brake system. The brake feel is progressive and confidence-inspiring. Stopping distances are respectable for the segment, and the added stability from the CBS feature gives riders more control in emergency braking situations. One of the biggest strengths of the Tata 1110-125 lies in its build quality. Tata's automotive experience clearly translates here. Panel fitment is tight, plastics feel durable, and the overall construction gives a sense of long-term reliability. The bike doesn't feel flimsy or cheaply put together. Instead, it feels like something built for years of demanding daily usage, especially in tough conditions like heat, dust, and varied terrains common in South Asian markets. Now let's talk about the unique selling points that set this bike apart. First is the price-to-feature ratio. Tata has clearly aimed to disrupt the 125cc market by offering advanced technology, modern design, and strong durability at a price that undercuts many competitors. Second, the bike's long-term cost efficiency is a huge advantage. Between its high mileage, low-maintenance parts, and the availability of Tata service centers, ownership becomes easier and cheaper. Third is the comfort factor. The seat, suspension, and ergonomics combine to make the 1110-125 ideal for both shorter and long rides. The upright riding posture reduces fatigue, and the wide handlebars offer good leverage in traffic. Fourth, the digital cluster and smart connectivity give the bike a modern touch that appeals to younger riders and tech-savvy commuters. Finally, the overall refinement of the engine makes it a smooth and enjoyable idea even for those who may be upgrading from a smaller 100cc motorcycle. Now, about the price. The 2026 Tata 1110-125 is expected to launch at around PKR 289,000 to 305,000, depending on the variant and region. When you compare this with what the competitors offer at similar price points, the Tata 1110-125 becomes an extremely compelling option. So overall, the 2026 Tata 1110-125 emerges as a smart, efficient, stylish, and practical commuter for riders looking for alternative brands with strong value. Tata's entry into this segment shows clear intention, so they want to compete seriously, and the 1110-125 proves they're starting strong. Whether you're a daily office commuter, a student, a beginner rider, or someone looking for a secondary bike with minimal running costs, this new model is definitely worth considering. It combines reliability, comfort, modern features, and great fuel efficiency in a package that respects your budget while still giving you a premium feel. And that is exactly what makes the Tata 1110-125 one of the most interesting 125cc releases of 2026.